All relevant truth comes from God. All relevant truth is established by God. Now, hold on to your seat, because I know we have the intellectuals watching, the scientists viewing, and you're saying, hey, wait a minute, we're making discoveries all the time. We're putting our name, on the things that we have discovered, the things that we have designed, the things that we have deciphered. And see, that's my whole point. You're discovering. You're not creating. You're discovering what's already been created. See, just because man comes into the knowledge of something and then prints his name on the bottom of it doesn't mean he's the author of it. He's not the creator. He's not the manufacturer of it. He's simply the one who found it. But now we're not talking about discovered truth. We're talking about the one who is the absolute truth, who knows the absolute truth, who has possession of all, or all absolute truth. God's not discovering what's true. He's establishing what's true. You and I at best can only find things that are true, but God is the author of everything that is true. So at our very best, at our highest peak of intellectualism, we cannot take ownership of what's true. Let me break it down real simple. You got to ask yourself, so when did 1 + 1 become 2? When was that true? Was it true when you learned it, or was it already true before you learned it? Think about this. See, I don't care what level of education you've had, whatever education that you have acquired, that truth, that knowledge predated you. Did it become true once you acquired it, or was it already true? Here's the teaching point. You see, truth is absolute. It's absolutely true. It's not true because I discovered it. It was true before I discovered it. Now watch this. It's not only, it's so absolute, it's true even if I don't want to believe it. You don't have to believe that 1 + 1 is 2. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to believe it. But it will not change nor diminish the fact that it is true. See, some people want to get all hung up about, oh, well, you don't believe in God. You don't believe that God exists. Your belief or my belief is not what causes God to exist. It's not what makes him true. He is true. He does exist, and he will continue to exist beyond the generations of men who don't believe in him. So the teaching point here is that truth is so absolute, it does not require my input or my acceptance. Truth is true. And the spirit of truth leads us into all things that are absolutely true, that are unwavering, that are so reliable we can build our life upon it. Truth that will foster a foundation for us to build life upon. Absolute, unchangeable truth. That's what we want to build on. We need a guide to get us to that kind of truth. We need a guide that will not only lead us into all truth, but let's look at the balance of the verse there. But it says, he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that shall he speak, and he will show you things to come. The Spirit of truth is not making truth up as he goes along. The Spirit of truth, Spirit of God, is leading us to truth that already exists. That's the point that we've been trying to make already.